Get him. Reloading.
You're good to commentate.
Where's my phone?
Get him, Wayman.
Question mark. You're not streaming it.
Last player standing. Spike down B. Ouch!
He was gnawing on my finger. It's just so funny.
Sorry, you're about to get stolen.
It doesn't do anything.
It will. If you look, go forward. Maybe find how to fight harder. It does start to hurt.
Let's go.
That's a new
Here we are with today's match. We have the University of New Haven Valorant team going up against Utica University here. First map will be Bind. UNH currently down 3 maps to none. We'll see if they can start to back. Rabbit Healer gets taken out by Popping Chamber. Ghost Hunter looking for a pick onto Sky, not quite able to get it. Very unfortunate. It's going to be a 2v5 situation here. Apple's on the spike right now. Oh, they did pick one.
One enemy remaining.
Here gets a third. Hold up, this Cypher's kind
30
of
seconds left.
Cover going out.
Situation now. Things are evened up miraculously. Actually, no, they're up a person here.
Spike planted.
Cypher and Omen versus Sky here in this post-plant scenario. I think they both have sheriffs here. At least Abdul's.
Shadows traveling.
See a smoke come out.
Camera taken out.
This Sky can come from. This shot.
Last player standing. Thrifty.
And they'll get the
I'll try to be even more
for the
poor
round
next
win.
time. It'll be hard.
I
With
feel
the
like
4K.
myself. Catch them.
Absolutely massive.
Again.
Hold that round back when New Haven had no business winning it. And that'll be a massive swing in momentum here. UNH didn't have a round win up until that point. Now it'll be 1-3, and UNH has got some chances here. They will be on the attack again here. Looks like they're hinting towards a B hit. They might be a bit slower though.
Pitiful.
Flash is down long, and they will.
Flash zone teammate.
Yeah. Now you're gonna come out and push long from the flank here. And it looks like they've got most of B under control here. They might push defender spawn here a little bit as they try and get the spike planted.
You had your fun. My turn.
Clove gets picked, but will use the ult. Yoru low HP as well. Rabbit Healer gets killed by a wallbang though. And that'll be another wallbang onto Meowie, and those wallbangs just secured multiple kills for Utica there. And they will take that round. It was a nice retake from Utica. Maybe UNH will have to prepare differently next round for when that retake comes, because that was a very strong retake. And I think UNH was caught a little off guard by how quickly it came. But yeah, it will be 4-1 now. What will UNH do here? Looks like they're going to go for a half buy. So they'll give their Gecko a Vandal, and then the rest of them will run Sheriffs. Or it looks like a Phantom, and they gave it to Soupy Rave. He's been doing very well so far in this match. So they're going to send Soupy down towards B to get some information. Now they're going to play it a little slower. They're going to go one by one here, most likely, and just trade who has the Phantom on their team. One is spotted in A main. They see two of them now. Boombot comes out, and the Clove finds a pick with the Shorty. And that'll be a second kill from the Waylay. It's now 3-on-5. They know there's two people in the teleporter. This could be big for UNH. They're kind of trapped there. But Meowie will fall, and there will be a trade for Soupy Rave. Can't quite find another kill, and that'll be another round win here for Utica. It's 1-5 now. Bit of a deficit for UNH, but one that they can absolutely manage to come back from here. There will be a timeout from the side of UNH. I think that's a good time for Speed Rush, the coach of this UNH squad, to use their timeout. I do believe they get one per half for tactical timeouts. So UNH here, they're down 4 rounds, and now they finally have a full buy. This is pretty much a must-win scenario for them, round-wise. They do have Result, at the very least, which on this map, very strong ultimate, and I wouldn't be surprised if they go for some sort of play involving that. Looks like they're setting up a hit onto A, using a pinch from... Oh, there's pings coming out on all sides of the map. This could be a very interesting attacking round from UNH. They've got pings on Showers, on A main. They got it in Hookah. I don't know what we're about to see here, but this should be something fun. All right, for starters, we are going to see the Result come out here paired with a Gecko ult. They're going to catch 2 here. One with the Result, one with the Yoru, and that's 3 picks already for UNH here. There's just 2 left on Utica. It's just the Cypher and the Sky, and they're going to use the Cypher ult. They see them both coming from defender side spawn here. 5-on-3. They see the Sky peeking on A. I think they get a kill there. No, they didn't. So it's still 5-on-2. Shots are being fired. No one's dead yet. And they'll actually pick 3, and now it's an even fight. Although Rabbit, no, Meowie's gonna get a kill there. It's a 3K for the Raven.
No.
Sky, but now it's a 1v1. And Wizard gets the kill on Apple. But UNH still wins the round. There wasn't enough time to use.
Their Clove returns from death, yet natural balance is preserved. How is that possible?
I mean, you were in a 5-on-2, but you end up getting the round win, so it's not the worst. You do get a little extra eco from that.
Can someone buy me, please?
Obviously not optimal. They at least have 2 ults here. They've got the Sky ult and they've got the Omen ult here available to them. We'll see what they're going to do here. We might see some interesting plays here with Sky ult early on, and then maybe an Omen TP into spawn. We'll have to see as the round gets started here. They've got a half-buy going again. A lot of Sheriffs, a couple rifles. We'll see what they can do with it. looks like they might be going for something
I've got
fast
your
onto
trail.
B here. You see the Yoru puts B long. They're gonna flash out. No one's gonna fall here. There was a little bit of fire exchange. They're gonna back up their Yoru will fall. Now it's gonna be 4 against 5. UTICA has numbers advantage. And that'll be another pick from UTICA.
No.
Last player
Bonus
standing.
Gets on the
Spike
flank, and
down,
he's gonna
B.
catch 2. It'll be a 3K for Pristine.
30 seconds left. Flawless.
Kill. It'll be a 4K for Pristine.
Where will they go this time?
Not the way you wanted that to go if you're UNH. But still, you're keeping it kind of close. It is 2 to 4 or 2 to 6. 4-round deficit for UNH. Go with here. They've got, I believe, a full buy here. All rifles. We'll see if they're able to make use of it here. Something interesting here. This looks like a default. They've got the spike set behind, and they're covering all parts of the map. So when doing a default here, it's really important to make sure you're taking space in a very safe manner and just figuring out where the enemies are, baiting out their util. So the worst thing that can happen here is you to die early, because that basically ruins the default. Your team then has to just regroup and hit a site with what information they have, and you can't keep the space that you got. As I say that, there's going to be a fight in a main, and they will get a pick onto the Clove. That's at least one person down for UTICA. Couple more shots exchanged. They see the Sky on A site. That'll be a nice pick from Meowie. And now it's 5-on-2. Abvils is going to grab the spike, and they're going to run over to B site now that they know UTICA is rotating over towards A. And that'll buy them a little time here to set up on any angle they want. And now this is something UNH has clearly practiced this setup. Cypher is going to pick one here. Gonna break the TP. He walked onto site. Wow. That's aggressive. The Cypher is already towards the spike. And they don't know where the Sky is. The Sky was tucked in the corner. And now it's a one-on-one. It's Meowie versus Cypher. I think he's
believe in
going
her.
for the defuse here. Looking for the 1v1.
She's gone, unfortunately.
Yeah, that's very unfortunate. That Cypher and the Sky. I think that's the
Gets
second
3 and
time
still
they've
nothing.
now teamed up. And
Unfortunate.
yeah, very unfortunate for UNH. That's one of those rounds where it's like you really need to win in those scenarios. And it's really rough when you don't, because like it was right there. But yeah, we're back to a half buy for UNH.
Okay.
Lots of sheriffs, a couple of regen shields. We'll see what they do here. I think it'll probably be a somewhat fast hit onto B here. They've got Cypher trips set up on the flank for that, and they're just going to rush out here from Puka and Long. All the utils coming out.
Lead site rush. Everybody long just falls though.
Thanks, little man.
Yeah. Unfortunate. It is 3 against 5 here.
Pushing. Gets traded. Yor just gets 4 there. He could get an ace. That Yor's bonkers at the game. Holy heck.
There you
Yeah.
Score will fall to 8-2 here. Very unfortunate. But yeah, that round basically just boiled down to they got some quick picks in long, and so the pinch that UNH had going from the 2 different routes just kind of got ruined by it. They couldn't really do anything once they lost the members in long, because then at that point UTICA just had them surrounded. And now it looks like we might be seeing another default. That did work very well for them the last time they ran it. They just kind of choked at the end. Very quick util coming out in A main. He's gonna lose some health here, and he will fall.
Last player standing.
Wow, that
Lots of
guy was so
trades.
aggressive.
Yeah, now it's just Rabid Healer alive. I don't even know how that happened. That was all so fast.
I got the spike.
Gonna grab the spike here before they can find it. And they're pushing up on Rabid Healer here. Gonna try and walk away a little.
Taken out.
Catches one. That's big. Looking for the flash. Catches it.
Chill.
But they'll still end up getting the
Little
kill.
jump scare there.
Yeah, now it's 2-9.
Don't save
7-round
anything.
deficit
Last chance
now
to use our
for
stuff.
UNH. It just keeps increasing. But still very workable. This map can be much stronger for the defensive side a lot of times. And I think that's really showing here with the way the map's getting played out so far.
Where to set up shop?
Like UNH looking towards A here.
See them
Last round of the half.
Hold
Missing the same thing
Blinded.
before.
Get out of
They played really aggressive, and UNH is going to capitalize.
Enough.
A little too predictable here, and they're going to pick the
Had your fun. My
Bobo will
turn.
come out, but likely
That's
just
great.
die. Couldn't quite get to the
Hawk out.
teleporter.
Blinded. Time to hunt.
Now it's 5 on
Scout
2.
destroyed.
He's
They know
one.
where both of them are. They're both in main. Big TV did cool Rabid
Wow.
Healer, but it'll now be a 3-on-1 against this Yoru. We've seen him pull some crazy stuff so far, but I don't think he's going to be able to do it again here. UNH has too many angles here, I think.
Don't worry.
And there'll be Ghost Hunter getting the kill onto the Yoru. And UNH
9-3
secures that round.
curse.
3-9 curse.
We move as a unit, okay?
This
Last
is a
thing I
sign,
need
I'm
is
sure.
Some hero messing
The
things
9-3
up.
curse. It's real, and UNH is about to prove it. For anyone who doesn't know, the 9-3 curse basically says if your team goes up 9-3, you're not winning the game. It's just a curse. It somehow happens every time. You just end up losing like your pistol round, and then it just snowballs from there. If UNH can win this pistol round, I think they got a pretty decent chance with the curse in place.
My camera is destroyed.
Ghost Hunter here sees a little bit of util coming out. B-Long just gonna back up. And there's a quick hit onto B. Very aggressive from UTICA. And they will catch the Cypher here. Ghost Hunter just playing for retake, tries to get the flash off and will get traded out. That's really what they needed here. The Waylay will fall, but Meowie has to reload at an unfortunate time. And that'll be a round win here for UTICA. And that's pistol round. So this is going to be a very, very difficult round for UNH, but I think they're going to force it. That's an interesting play. At least Meowie's forcing. Yeah, they're getting SMGs, one Spectre, and a Bucky. This will be very interesting, but it makes sense. As UNH, you can't really afford to drop another round here. If you drop another round, then you'll basically get their bonus to try and win. And if you win that, cool. And then it's even rounds. But if you can stop them from getting what would otherwise be a pretty free round win, it might be worth the gamble. And they have one hiding in teleporter.
Blinding. No.
Apple's stuck in the PvP. That'll be a very swift round win.
I find them.
for Utica.
I kill them. Simple as that.
11-3 now. UNH now forced to do a half buy. But yeah, it's also normally expected of teams when they do drop that first round just to save. Because you know the other team's going to be buying all rifles. And so, if they're all getting Spectres and shields, you kind of just want to cut your losses there, because you don't have the economy to purchase all rifles. That was a very gutsy play call.
Cover going out.
Didn't end up working out. Downside, they have to play just sheriffs this round. And that'll be 2 picks for Utica early on. 3 against 5,
Player
Meowie will
standing.
get picked as well.
Spike planted. Flawless.
And that'll be a flawless from Utica. UNH now.
Match point.
If they drop another round, this first map will be over. If they win 9 in a row, they can force overtime. Anything is possible in Valorant. You never know. But we'll see what UNH is able to do. They're setting up Gecko and Cypher on B site, and then they've got the Raze, Omen, and Sky holding down A. Skydogs exchanged in A main. UNH did see a little bit with that Skydog. And that'll be an op kill. I don't know if that was a wall bang. I don't even know if it was an op. My ears might be deceiving me, but it will be a couple trades coming out. It's going to be 2 against 4 for UNH here. Now just Meowie gets a kill onto the Clove, gets the Yoru, and it's a 3K, but it's not quite enough. UNH loses this first map on Bind.
I knew.
Not the way they wanted it to start, but it's best of 3. So if UNH is able to muster something up, anything's possible in Valorant. We could see them here just pull the next 2 maps out and end up winning. You never know.
Just look at that scoreboard as unfortunate.
Okay, I'm not spending money.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Meowie was doing pretty decent. Got second on the scoreboard in terms of ACS. But rest of UNH not able to get too much going. Just as a team in general. They had a lot of really winnable rounds as well. There were a lot of rounds where UNH got it to like a 5-on-2 situation. I think it happened at least twice, if not 3 times, where they had a 5-on-2, and then the retake was just too strong from the side of Utica, and it ended up tearing straight through UNH. So we'll have to see what changes they make here before map 2. They will get a chance to talk to their coach in between the maps, and we'll see what UNH has in store for this second map when we return. Stay tuned. And we are back here into the action here. I can't quite see the map, but this will be round 2, University of New Haven Valorant team against Utica University. We will be on Haven here. It is the second map here. First map was Bind. Utica was able to take that map 13 to 3. Haven is one of UNH's favorite maps, though.
Is it?
We do love Haven.
Yes, and we're going to see what UNH can do here. Maybe this is the change they needed. And so there's pretty different comps here, actually. Normally you don't see a lot of variance in the comps between the two teams. But almost everything is different between these two teams. Actually, I think everything is different. 10 unique agents in this lobby. Wow. So we have UNH running with the Jet, Breach, Cypher, Sova, and Omen. A very standard comp for this map, I would say. Just a lot of long-range util. You got trips from the Cypher. Breach util is great on this map as well. Omen and Jet also staple picks on this map. Utica going for something very different, though. They've got a Clove and a ISO, a Sage, a Harbor, and a Yoru. Very interesting comp. They're probably going to be looking to play off safe wall a lot here. They do see 2 here pushing through Garage.
Enemy down.
And that'll be 2 picks for UNH. They do lose their 2 C defenders, though. So it'll be 3-on-3 here. UNH, though, still has a lot of util from the Omen and the Breach. Let's see how they play this retake. Blinding! Spike got planted here on C.
Enemy spotted C.
Flash comes out from the Breach. He'll find a pick on the Harbor. ISO gets flashed, but will not die. And now it's 2-on-1. Meowie's gonna find the kill. And that'll be a round win here for UNH. And this will be their first lead of the series so far, coming out in round 1 of this second game. And pistol round is always a great round to win. As long as you play the next round somewhat well, you're pretty much guaranteed a round win here. The other team is likely going to just save and have all classics, maybe a sheriff or something, but the best Utica can usually do in this situation is maybe 1 or 2 kills to try and stifle UNH's economy a little. And we'll see how it goes. Especially on defense, having these rifles is going to make it so much easier to take the duels. They're going to be pushing through C-Long very fast. Ghost Hunter will fall. And so will the Cypher. So now it's 3-on-5 here. Not what UNH wants. Utica already happy with their 2 kills. But they're going to look for more. They're going to look to win this round. They see Meowie in C-Long. Harbor Wall will come up. ISO's going to find a pick here. And this is not looking good for UNH. It's 2 against 5, but they still have rifles, so it could be doable. Meowie walking through the bullets. That was a little scary, but managed to get out. And it looks like they're going to rotate over a little to try and get an angle from B side. Harbor almost catches Meowie on the timing. And that'll be the round over, but they will get 2 trades here. I think one of them died to the spike. But Meowie able to find a kill onto the Harbor. Now it's 1-1. That was a really important round for UNH to win. Now that they didn't, they just have to go all pistols and a classic and a sheriff. Yeah, not what they wanted for sure. But we'll see what they're able to do with this. Just because Utica has gun advantage doesn't necessarily mean that the round is won for them. Holy, that's a lot of people running out in B really fast. Sour Patch gets to find a kill here,
There they are.
but UNH will drop 3 members here.
Spike planted.
So the drone's gonna come out, trying to see where he needs to put his crosshair if he swings that corner. Not gonna dare do it though. That Yoru is surely holding that angle. I think they're gonna push out a little here. Kind of holding their ground here in B. They're gonna find a kill on the Clove. I don't know what the Clove was doing. They just kind of walked out into the middle of that area with no support. So UNH will lose that round, but that's kind of expected
We
just
are
based on
strong
the
because
economy.
we are together. Don't forget that.
And they will end up getting 2 kills, which is very good for them. I think the Utica players will still be able to full buy here, but that means if UNH wins this round, they're going to force Utica onto a half buy. So very, very good that they got those 2 kills.
Be strong, Omen.
Otherwise, they'd be on a full buy again, even if UNH wins this round, which is the dangerous
Revealing
part
area.
if you lose your buy round in round 2. Recon will get destroyed on C, and I think they're going to go for a really fast C hit here. Harbor ult comes out, and UNH is just going to play for retake here. So much util was
Spike
used by
planted.
Utica to take that point, and they did it pretty efficiently. But now they have to hold on to it. Utica has control of point and long, so we'll see how they approach this retake. UNH gonna look for a little pinch through garage and through defender spawn. ISO is gonna catch 2 of them with that.
One down.
Lots of damage coming out, and it's gonna be 2 against 2,
No way
2 on
he does
1.
die there.
Wow, 3K here for the Jet.
Last player standing.
100%.
Clutch.
Pushing through.
Clove!
Wow.
Wow, what a play by the Clove from the side of Utica. That's a lot of kills coming out. And now it'll be 3-1 Utica. And for Utica, that was one of those rounds where it's very important to win. You keep
They
your
should not have
economy
won
in
it.
good hands.
Honestly. Dude, they like hard whiffed on that ISO, and that's what caused them to lose the round. Because the ISO killed like what, 2?
Something like that. But yeah, I think overall UNH had a lot of chances there to win that round. Just unfortunate in the execution. We're going to see the jet knives popped here early on. Pushing through the smoke, no fear. Tries to catch the Yoru. Will get him. Refreshes the knives. Gets the ISO as well. That's
Gets
2
2.
picks. 1 on 2 here for Meowie. Gonna try and get the Sage.
What the?
Heal comes out. 1 knife left. I don't think Meowie has another gun, and that shot will miss.
Unfortunate.
Yeah. That Sage, what a crazy play. They walled themselves up to throw off Meowie's aim. Otherwise, they surely were dying there. I've not seen a wall get used like that, but that's a very interesting use case. And it will be another round going to Utica here. Still 1-0. Or 1-4, sorry. UNH gonna spread themselves out here on this defense. Meowie solo anchoring on A with Breach and Omen ready to rotate. The other 2 holding C. There will be a lot of util used here on A. So it looks like they're going to do a bit of a rotate. Ghost Hunter with the Odin. Kind of a classic for Sova players on this map. You can spam through Garage, the door, and that can be very strong. There's a couple other wallbang spots on this map, and we can see the Odin coming in useful there. He will find a pick. It's now 2-on-4.
Last player standing.
He's got the Odin in the 1v4. Not much health left, but he gets another kill.
You will not
Probably
kill
gonna
my
rotate
ally.
up to heaven here. Gets another pick.
Yeah.
That's 3 kills. Even though Ghost Hunter falls there, that's a very good play by him. He
Win.
finds
Show
3
me where to
kills
go.
in that round when it already was lost. So that's gonna be a lot to stifle Utica's economy. Although they do have their Clove at max creds, so they will be able to buy for their 2 members who don't have enough for a full buy here. So that part's unfortunate, but it will likely work in UNH's favor. 1 to 5 is the round score here.
Deploying drone.
Drone comes out into B and they don't see anything with it. Maybe heard something toward their spawn, might be a default from Utica. Got presence on all parts of the map here, so they'll know very quickly if there's a fast hit. They see the harbor on C site, trying to find a way to push through the cipher trip. And there's a little bit of sighting inside garage, and they will end up killing 2. That'll be another kill coming out on C site. Absolutely.
Spike
That's a
planted.
kill. 4 remain for Utica.
Last player standing.
Pick with the sheriff. 2 picks with the sheriff is very impressive, but again, Utica going to take the round.
Will they try the same old tricks?
Maybe we'll see a timeout come out here from UNH. Doesn't look like it. Interesting. I was thinking they might use their timeout here going into this full buy round. I mean, you're down 5 rounds pretty early on. Maybe they don't need the timeout. Maybe
Deploying
they'll
drone.
just win this round. They don't need it.
Revealing enemy.
Players presumably still in good spirits. They will get flashed on B, so it's looking like a very fast B hit, which can be dangerous for the attacker side because both A and C defenders can hinge onto
Spike
B really
planted.
quickly, whereas it's a pretty long walk for a rotate if you hit A or C.
Hiding.
It's not the most common to hit B site, but UNH gonna pick off 2 here. And that's gonna be massive for slowing down the push. They'll find a 3rd,
Enemy spotted mid.
but the harbor ult
One enemy
comes
remaining.
out. Not gonna do much. They're gonna find a 4th,
Your fun.
and it's just the Clove remaining for Utica. They're gonna look for the defuse here. Clove picks
You failed.
2,
Now flee.
but Sour Patch Kids with the 4K there. That'll be a UNH round win. It's gonna be 2-6 now.
My thanks.
Momentum may start to swing in UNH's favor here. I believe I saw the Clove use their ult there as well, which in this case, honestly, it was a little bit troll. It was a 1v5. Not sure why it was used. If it was used. I'm not sure if I saw it. I think I did.
Take flight.
But we'll see. If we see one soon, we'll know I'm just wrong. But yeah, more default play here. Sova, of course, with the Odin again on this map. Any of those wood parts you can wallbang through, which can be very good because they're very common spots that people walk
Revealing
through.
area.
Got the lineups here looking for the Sova ult off the recon. He'll get hit. That'll be 2 hits from Utica. The same angle.
Enemy
Although
spotted.
UNH finds some trades, it's now going to be 2-on-3, but they can't quite get onto site, and that'll be another Utica round win.
They think they're so secure.
2-7 here. this again feels like one of those rounds where UNH just kind of has to win. It'll be very, very, very difficult though. Okay, looks like they're gonna pivot to a save actually. A little bit of a half buy. Mostly save, just a Spectre. But yeah, we'll see what they can do here.
Shadows traveling.
Utica, of course, has the gun advantage going into this round.
Revealing area.
That's going to be some really aggressive smokes onto A. Yeah, they're just going to plant it on A site here. And UNH going to play full retake. They're getting a 5-on-5 here. ISO comes out, but Ghost Hunter will fall. And that'll be more kills from Utica.
Last player standing.
Enemy down.
Gets one. Harbor.
Act on my intel. Don't give them time to
Gets
reposition.
another round win here for Utica. And now we're going to see the timeout come here from Rabbit Healer. 2-8. Very difficult situation. If you lose 5 more rounds here, then the match is over. And you need to win 11 here to end up winning. So, very difficult odds for UNH here. There's no denying that. But UNH can absolutely pull through here. We'll see what they're cooking up in this timeout. Presumably in this next round, they will be able to full buy. We'll see what strat they cook up. I believe they also have Omen ult. I'm pretty sure they're 1 off Breach ult. So they might be playing for an ult orb and then using that to play retake a little, would be my guess. But we'll see. We will have to see what they cook up. But yeah, also 1 off jet knives, which could be very crucial. Although they might save that for next round if they end up losing this, so that they can still get something very deadly.
Cover going out.
If they can't buy guns. Push up in B a little here. They've seen that Utica giving up
The move.
Ice is gonna find a pick. That's actually a lot of picks for Utica. There's gonna be 2 on 4.
Spike planted. Last player standing.
One dead.
1 on 4. Super Rave does find one. 3 players remain here.
You will not kill my allies!
Last round before the switch.
9-2.
Save nothing.
If UNH wins this round, it's 9-3 curse all over again. You know, maybe it wasn't meant to be in map 1, but it could be the curse is the deciding factor in map 2. You never know.
Need a drive. Thanks.
Shadows traveling. No.
And that'll be 2 quick picks here for Utica at the start of this 12th round. Very unfortunate for UNH. Do get
Spike
a little
planted.
damage on the save, but that presumably is healed up.
Holy.
Kill there, but the Sage is gonna ult and get the kill right back to respawn. Now it's all up to Cypher again.
It's you and
Ray
me.
looking for at least 1 trade. Actually, trades don't even matter here. You gotta win the round or go home. This is the last round of the half. And he will go down. Utica 3 rounds away from a victory here in this match.
We know more than we did before. Let's use that.
Yeah, UNH gonna be on the attack now. And who knows, this could be their round. Or their half. They need 10 more round wins here to force OT if they lose 2. If they win 11 rounds this half, they do win the game. Utica here needing 3 round wins. We'll see what UNH is able to do in this pistol round. This is probably the most important pistol round of this series so far.
Reloading.
UNH gonna go for a pretty fast A hit. They're gonna split between A main and they will get a kill. Gonna be 5-on-4 here. They take a bit of damage, but that's fine. They're able to clear out sight, and now UNH has sight. They will get another trade, but Utica are gonna find multiple kills. Holy! And now, just like that, it's 11-2 Utica. This Utica roster is just so well coordinated with each other. It seems like all their kills always come out with this, within the same second or two. And it's just so fast. They definitely have a tempo advantage in this match so far. We'll see if UNH maybe is able to change that up a little. You never know. We'll see. As this 14th round goes underway, Harbor will find an early pick. Wall out on A side. UNH might just rotate this. They know there's a lot of defenders there at A. They're going to leave the breach there, though, just to lurk. And I think they're going to be going towards B here. Nope, they see someone on B. They're going to rotate all the way through garage onto C site, which should be empty due to rotates.
Let me see. They found my wire.
I think that was an op shot,
One
though, that
enemy
just
remaining.
picked someone off from UNH, but Soupy Rave gonna get his third kill here. Now it's a 3-on-1 situation against this Clove.
Scanning ahead.
Clove will not have ult this time,
Last
There they
player
are.
standing.
as it was just round half. And suddenly, UNH is down 2 members. I don't even know what happened. It's all up to Ghost Hunter. He's got a lot of util. He's got shock darts, but the Clove will find the kill.
Absolutely
Clove
just
have enough
choked that
time?
round.
I think they get
Yes,
the
of course he
defuse
has
off.
time.
Yeah. 1.4
Yeah, time
seconds
and close.
left.
I
So
don't know
almost
why they
able
played
to
it like
point.
that.
I feel the strain.
Yeah, maybe just had to play a little slower and trust the clock. If
They
you're
had to
Ghost
play a
Hunter,
lot slower. They just have to play long and don't push the site. They just have to play. They just have to, I don't know, just wait until he taps and then double peek. I don't know, dude.
very
That wasn't really
unfortunate.
rocket science. I don't know, dude.
Overtake them.
UNH 1 round away from dropping the map, but if we see 10 wins here in a row, that could equalize. But as I say that, Utica finds 2 picks, finds 3 picks. UNH
Shut
gets
down.
1 trade. They actually get a
Scanning
second
ahead.
here. Gamble gets destroyed. They're gonna find a pick onto the Clove, and this could be very doable. 2
Last
against
player
2.
standing. One
Although
enemy
Harbor
remaining.
finds a pick, Ghost Hunter gonna find his 3rd of the round here. And now, it's gonna be Sova versus Yoru. Such an important 1v1. Ghost Hunter has to win this or the match is over.
Planted.
He will get spiked down on A, but he doesn't know where this Yoru is. Thinks he's gonna be in heaven. But overall, not really sure where this Yoru is coming from. Might be flank? Nothing there, though. No Cypher trips to save him on the flank as well. So chances are Yoru is on site now. He's got the shock dart lineup. And he gets the kill! Ghost Hunter with a 4K in such a critical
Come in.
round.
Let's go. I got things to
And
do.
he will keep UNH alive and fighting in this match here. Still down 9 rounds. But always a chance here. UNH has Sova ult online, and on this map, that's pretty much a guaranteed kill if your recon finds someone, and you best know Ghost Hunter's got the lineups. I believe this lineup is going to put it towards... Oh no, he messed up the lineup. That's unfortunate. It hit the tree branch. He wanted to get it towards the back of C site. But UNH on the A side, they're going to get 2 picks. They still see a couple people here. And now it's going to be 4 against 3. They will lose someone in B main. Ghost Hunter just lurking a little bit. They're going to send 3 here out onto A. They've still got numbers advantage with this push. The Yoru shield comes out, and they're going to look for a tonic shock. It's going to be 3 against 1. The ISO gets the kill. He's got his shield back. And now it's another one-on-one situation. This time, Ghost Hunter versus the ISO. And ISO does have a shield. I think it expires here pretty soon, though. Shock Dart will destroy it. Gonna send the Shock Dart to try and get him off tap. Recon Dart just so good in these post-plant scenarios. But he will fall to the ISO. And that will be the game here.
Defenders
Utica
win.
University takes it in 2 maps.
It's you and
winning
me.
13-3 on both maps. And that will be the end of this stream as well. UNH did their best, but it wasn't
GG's,
enough
guys. Well played.
against the likes of Utica University. If you enjoyed, please be sure to tune in to our streams tomorrow. We've got Varsity and JV Overwatch. Varsity on the main stream and JV on the B stream at twitch.tv/UNewhaven Esport and twitch.tv/UNewhaven Esport 2. I hope to see you guys there. They'll both be at 6 p.m. And thank you for tuning in to today's stream. Have a good night, everyone.